Hello children. So children, let us start today's English lecture. So today we are going to see the pointers. Yes, pointers of chapter number 4.7, the sword and the stone. Yes. So before starting, let us go through today's quote. So what the quote says: push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. Children, here push means to put vigorous efforts to obtain something, to gain something. Okay, so if you want a better tomorrow or a different tomorrow, okay, than yesterday, then you have to put more efforts to make a better tomorrow. Okay, so will you put efforts to make your tomorrow a better tomorrow? Yes, I know that you will do. So push harder than yesterday if you want a better tomorrow. Okay, so children, I hope you have read the lesson, the sword in the stone. Okay, enjoyed the story, understood the story. Okay, read the lesson. Yes. Okay, now see children what we have seen. So in short we will see. Now children, this is, I got an image of King Arthur. Okay, so after Lord Uther's death, the lords and knights began to fight for becoming the king of Britain. Okay, so children, in short we are going, I am telling you the story. Okay, just listen. A sword appeared in the churchyard with the message. What was the message, children? Whoso pulleth out this sword is by right of birth king of England. Many knights tried to pull the sword out of the stone but failed. So on New Year's Day, Sir Ector, a noble knight, and his two sons. What were the names of sons? Sir Kay and young Arthur, two had gathered to witness the great tournament. Sir Kay, who wanted to participate in the tournament, had forgotten to bring the sword from home. So he entrusted the job, okay, to Arthur, who unknowingly brought a sword which he sighted in the uh, churchyard. Okay, children. Okay, he thus proved that he was the rightful heir, that is successor to the throne. Merlin appeared and explained that young Arthur was entrusted, okay, means means had handed over to Sir Ector for safety, as both Lord Uther and Merlin knew the great danger that lay ahead for the kingdom and King Arthur. They were knowing that there was danger to their kingdom and also to the life of young Arthur. The Archbishop announced to the assembly that King Arthur was the rightful king of England. This announcement was first met with anger, but when King Arthur proved that he could draw the sword easily, it was accepted amidst cheers and jubilation. Jubilation means feeling of great happiness and triumph, that is victory, or we can say the achievement. Okay, children. So this all we have seen in the chapter. Have you means have you recalled whatever we have seen? Okay. So I hope when you have read the lesson, you must have understood the story more better. Yes, children. Okay. Now we will go through the pointers. Yes. Okay. So here only few meanings are given. I will give you more meanings. Okay. We have some meanings are given. Archbishop, then Merlin. Okay. Two meanings are given. Okay. Now this we have seen, right? Okay, now we will see the pointers. Question number 1 is, read the passage, underline the new words, okay, guess their meaning from the context and verify it from a good dictionary. Okay, children. Now next is, put the following events in the chronological order. Okay, here some events are given according to this story, the sword and the stone. The events are given, okay, that you have to arrange in chronological order. And chronological means in order of time, okay, according to time from the earliest to the latest. Okay, the event which happened at first to the latest event, so you have to arrange it in a chronological order. Okay, children. So what will be the first event? Can you guess from this given events? Any guesses, children? Yes, first event is ancient Britain was invaded by wild barbarians. Okay, next is Lord Uther drove the barbarians away. Merlin entrusted a baby to Sir Ector. Lord Arthur grew up in Sir Ector's house. Lord Uther died. the lords and knights began to fight for the kingdom. The sword in the stone appeared in the churchyard. Many knights tried to pull the sword out of the stone. Sir Kay left his sword behind at home. Arthur bought the sword from the churchyard. Merlin announced that Arthur was the son of Lord Uther. Okay, so these are the events in chronological order, that is according to in order of time from the earliest to the latest. Understood, children? Yes. Okay, now we'll move forward. Question number 3. What do the following events action tell us about the characters? So about the characters, what this events or action they tell us, we have to discuss. So first one is the archbishop announced that everyone was free to try his hand at the sword and called all the lords to the great tournament. So from this event, what we understand or what we can tell about the character, which character? Archbishop. So archbishop is a bishop or priest of the highest rank. By giving a chance to all the lords to try their hand at the sword, he showed that he was fair and impartial. Okay, he had given the chance to the children, remember? Yes. So through this act, he proved that he believed in giving everyone an equal chance. Means he was not partial. Yes, children. So he acted responsibly in finding the rightful king of Britain. Okay, so from this we can say this about Archbishop. Next is Arthur agreed to bring Sir Kay a sword at once. So from this, what we understood about Arthur. So Arthur wanted his brother to win the tournament. He was dutiful and wanted to do all he could do to help him means his brother achieve success at the tournament. He was excited about the prospects of his brother's victory. Okay, so from this we can tell this about Arthur. Next is Sir Ector asked Sir Kay to show him whether he could draw the sword out of the stone. So from this, what we can understand about Sir Ector. So Sir Ector was a man of integrity and honesty. He believed in always being truthful. These were the very lessons he had taught his sons too. Sir Ector insisted that Sir Kay show him whether he could draw the sword of the stone to ascertain whether his son's claim was true. Okay, that's why we can understand that Sir Ector was a man of honesty, okay, and integrity. Okay, children. Now, next last one is Sir Ector kneeled before Arthur. Sir Ector did a splendid job of bringing up Arthur. We know that he had done means he had a great job of bringing up Arthur. But on realizing that he was the son of the good Lord Uther Pendragon, he bowed down to authority with the devotion as Arthur was the king of Britain. He didn't thought that this is my son, okay, but he bowed in front of him. Okay, so this shows that he respected the king of the land, though he had brought him up as his own son. Okay, he never thought that way, that this is my son, so no need to bow in front of him. Okay, I am the one who had means taken care of him. So he from this we understand that he had respected the king of the land. Okay, so now next question. Write 5 words each. Write 5 words each. First one is with the suffix less, ly and ns, nes. Okay, so with less we can get words like helpless, speechless, careless, useless. Okay, children, you can add more to the list with ly, angrily, loudly, rapidly, devotedly, beautifully, wisely. Yes. Okay, with ness suffix, lawlessness, laziness, kindness, happiness, weakness. Okay, these are all the words with the suffix. Next is with the prefix. Prefix with un and with in. With un, we have un with unhappy, unable, unkind, unlimited, unfortunate. Okay, with in, incomplete, incorrect, invalid, inaccurate, and discipline. There are so many words, children, so I will give you some. You can add more to the list. Okay, so last question is, visit a library, read the stories of King Arthur and his knights of the round table. Okay, so children, this is the end. So you will complete all this in your classwork copy without doing any mistake. Okay, and read the lesson. Okay, children, and also try to get the stories of King Arthur. Okay, you will get it. So now we'll stop here. I'm taking your leave. Take care. Bye bye.